In this video, I'm going to work through the referencing quiz as you would see it. You'll find the referencing quiz here in the introductory section of Moodle, and just below it are two accessory materials that you'll need to answer questions 3 and 4 in the quiz. So if we open the quiz, you'll need to complete the quiz, and that means getting 100% mark prior to February 10th, just before midnight. Until the quiz is completed, I will not be marking your proposal or your writing assignment because you need to use this information in those assignments. So once again, you need to get 100% on this quiz. You are allowed unlimited attempts to complete the quiz. And I'll just work through a couple things here that aren't immediately obvious the way Moodle runs things. So you'll see here in my example, my case, I have 2 previous attempts. So my button here says reattempt quiz. Yours initially will say start quiz or start new attempt or something like that. So if we open the quiz, you can see the first question here. You need to provide a reference in proper format for a website here. So just copy and paste this website address into your browser and get the information from there. Next question 2, use your textbook information to write a reference for that. If you don't have the textbook yet, you can find a copy in the lab, or you can borrow one from a friend. Question 3, you'll need to use that journal article that was just below this item in Moodle. Question 4, I want you to insert citations in the appropriate places and the appropriate format into this paragraph. There's more information in your in the question 4 material on Moodle, but simply copy and paste this information into the answer window, and then you can insert the citations where they need to go. So questions 1 through 4 need to be marked by me. So once you finish the quiz and close that attempt, I'll be able to mark that and get back to you with some comments to help you out. Questions 5 to 9 are true and false questions, so they're pretty straightforward. And on this final screen, you'll see your mark. It'll give you a mark for questions 5 through 9, the true and false questions. It'll say 0 or 1, whatever. It will initially say that questions 1 through 4, you had a mark of 0. And that's because I haven't yet marked it. So ignore that total mark given here. Don't worry about that. Your total mark will be after I see the attempt and I mark and comment on it. So ignore that information. It will say that you have 0 marks for questions 1 through 4. And this is the important part. You need to press submit all and finish, and then yes in this pop-up window. And you need to do that before I can see your answers and mark them. Until then, I can just see that you have an attempt open. So Moodle thinks that you're still working on the attempt until you press that submit all and finish, and it won't let me mark anything. In the past, students have been afraid to press that because they see that they're not getting the full marks, and they try to go back and change things, but I'm not able to mark anything until you close the attempt and finish. You are allowed, as I said, unlimited attempts to finish, and then you'll see a review of your attempts here. Now I will provide you comments, and you can go in and try again. On your later attempts, you don't need to answer everything. If, for example, you got questions 1 through 4, or 1 and 2 correct, and 3 and 4 you needed to work on again, all you need to do is answer questions 3 and 4, and I can see all of your attempts when I mark things, and I can override the mark by combining your answers from other attempts. So you can save yourself some time. You don't have to retype a correct answer all over again when you're answering other questions as well in your attempt. So I hope that makes a few things clear, and if you have any questions, as always, you can email me or ask me in class. Make sure you get on this, because this is something that is going to likely take more than one attempt. So make sure you don't leave it until the last minute. And it is due February 10th, but I do expect you to finish that well before then. As you'll see the proposal, for instance, you'll probably want to see your marks before then.